Autism is a developmental disability that can cause significant social and behavioral changes. No one knows that like parents who have a child with autism. So one Houston mom decided to take things into her own hands. She created a special book to help her daughter understand her emotions. She's actually joining us in the studio this morning. This is Carissa Winters and her daughter Presley. Thank you guys so much for joining us. And we have a special mascot coming in the screen as well. This is a catacorn. Carissa, you wrote a book about catacorns. Just tell me a little bit about it.
Yes, so it all started after Presley's diagnosis, and I would teach her more about emotions through cutting out colored horns, and if it's, mad face, and put a red horn, because she learns very well through associating things with colors. Eventually I would take the colored horns away and she would recognize different facial expressions, which helped her gauge people's emotions on their face and better understand how they were feeling to relate to them, because sometimes understanding and reading people's emotions can be really hard for her. So it was a tool to help her, and she loved all things cats, unicorns, and butterflies, rainbows. So voila, the catacorn
Grabs her
happened.
attention.
It was born.
Yes, very, very smart, very inventive. Well, what are some of the reactions that you've gotten from other parents who have kids with autism?
It's been amazing. It's been really, really cool. I mean, the whole point of this is to help others and bring awareness and make a difference. And it's really awesome to connect with them and hear how our book has helped them, because our book isn't only for autistic kids, it's for any kid, because it can be a mood ring type play. And so it's kind of cool how it can teach that also for autistic kids, but for any kid, help them gauge emotions and learn. And it's kind of bridges that gap to bring awareness, since it's a book that is for all kids.
Yeah, and what's a message you want to send to other parents like you who have had a child diagnosed with autism?
Well, so our motto is color it differently, and we say that because we know that when you first get a diagnosis, it can be really hard, and you don't know where to turn, you don't know how to kind of deal with that when that happens. And so I say reach out to somebody, find help, email us. That's the biggest thing, is that reach out and talk to somebody. You are not alone. There's many other people dealing with this, and I think the moment of diagnosis is the most important. What you're going to do with that. Getting your kid diagnosed in treatment at an early age makes a huge difference, and so that's what we advocate for, is treatment. And some parents may worry about the label of autism. We've heard that a lot, and don't worry about the label. Get to know the person, get to know the child, and get them the treatment that they need, because that is, at the end of the day, the most important thing. We're not born knowing how to drive a car, so why would we think we're born knowing how to navigate through autism? Just like autistic children don't know how to navigate through our world, so sometimes they need some help.
Yeah, well, you did a great thing. Presley, you're very lucky. Your mom wrote this book for you. Yes. So cool. You were telling me before we went on that you have a cat, and that's where your love for cats comes from. So yeah. Very neat. Thank you guys so much for being here with us today and sharing
Thank you
your
for
book with
having us. We really appreciate it.
Yeah. Well,